Hey Ellen, how do you like your burger?
Chris, these are plastic.
You know, I thought it was kind of tough. Oh well. Hey, we're here at Greenheart Farms, everybody.
That's right.
And Greenheart Farms is known for roses, and they've got a sea of roses out there. In fact, you're now looking at 50,000 square feet of additional greenhouse space just to produce roses. Apparently, they're growing 25 to 30% a year over the last 3 years, Ellen. That's how popular the roses are. And one of the reasons they're so popular these days is good marketing. We've got an example right here of what they're doing.
That's right, Roses 365. These are just some ideas that garden centers can use, and also growers and so forth. How you can market roses for more than just the big 3 rose holidays. Roses for Christmas. How about roses for Thanksgiving and just as gifts for holidays?
Great ideas. Roses 365. But you know what people, our viewers want?
Varieties.
New varieties.
Yep.
So let's go check out some of the new rose varieties they've got here at Greenheart Farms. Hey, I like these hanging basket displays here. Before we get rolling on these hanging basket varieties, these are from Cherry Creek Systems.
These are nice.
And I'm heard they're called just an A-frame. And I'm going to look into this some more, but it looks like Cherry Creek has a cool item for garden center owners. But back to varieties. Hanging basket variety. This is called the Balconia collection, and there are 3 new colors we've got going on here.
That's right. This is Chipotle. And this yellow one is Solero. It's a really nice color. And the one over here on the right is called Pepita.
3 new basket types. Beautiful. And Ellen, remember last year we had a scoop about the Eyeconics.
That's right, loved them.
These are hulthemia type roses. I'm not a rosarian, don't pretend to be, but hulthemias have these eyes. Very desirable, but very hard to breed and make a good, long-lasting, reblooming rose. Well, they've cracked the code now, and there's 3 Eyeconics. Lemonade, which you're looking at now, was the very first one. Here you see that. That came out last year. Now they've got Eyeconic Melon Lemonade. Here it is in Gen Z. If you'll pan down, you can see what the flower looks like open. And we just showed you the Eyeconic Pomegranate Lemonade. This may be one of the few flower varieties named after a pomegranate.
I think so.
Fascinating. Now, Jen, if you'll follow me over here, we've got a line that was introduced, I believe, 3 years ago called Garden Treasures. And interesting little story here. They've worked up a program actually through Ball to develop this 3-pack with all the branding, and this is going to be so popular. They're putting, I think they said, 1 million of these packs into $250,000 into Walmart stores this spring as a trial. Really cool package idea. So this is something that, yeah. So if Walmart's doing it for their customer base, I think anybody could be selling something similar to this. So that's the Garden Treasures. And then Ellen's got another line over here that's sort of a revitalization of an old brand.
That's right. It's about 30 years old. The Sun Blaze collection of miniature hot roses. So basically what they did was they revitalized the genetics in here, and they're rebirthing the brand. So these can be sold as pots, and you can actually put them out in the yard.
And lastly, another brand, this one a brand new one, and this one also a Ball exclusive. This is the Colorscape brand. This is going to compete, I think, with knockout type roses out there. Dark green foliage, 4 different colors of flowers, very hardy. And so this is very disease resistant, naturally would have to be. So that's the Colorscape line, which is going to be going through Ball. And I believe that is pretty much it from the Greenheart side, the rose side of what's going on here at Greenheart. However, there are some perennials here. Let's go find out what that's all about. Hey Ellen.
Yeah.
I finally figured out where popcorn comes from.
So it doesn't grow on trees, but on bushes.
Right, it grows on rose bushes. This is the popcorn rose. It's a drift rose.
Drift rose, that's right.
And I think the name is pretty self-explanatory. Look at the color.
Starts off a nice creamy yellow, turns white just like popcorn.
And this is one of the drift rose colors, the newest one. Low growing, disease resistant, compact habit, and great great color there. And that is
Speaking
from
of color.
Star Rose's Conrad Pile, which is using some greenhouse space here at Greenheart Farms to display not only their drift roses, but dig this, Ellen, a brand new line of perennials. Conrad Pile has been breeding perennials now for 3 years. They're just introducing some things. And they've also got some woody ornamental plants down here. We're looking at some Lonicera, some Buxus. Back to the perennials, they've got a line of these Salvia Gregii. So they're just starting to get these out into the marketplace. You're going to see more and more of them coming down the pike in the next few years. But that's Conrad Pile's new perennial and woody ornamental lines.